I want to see something other than what's going on, guys. So. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear.
I'm Curt.
And today we are reviewing the Dalmore Portwood Reserve Single Malt Scotch Whiskey.
Oh boy.
Let's dive in. So
excited.
It's the highest proof of any Dalmore I've seen, and it's only 46.5. So Dalmore, that means you need to step up your proof game. Seriously.
Now that they have one that's up to your standards.
Yeah, finally. It's like, okay, that's the acceptable minimum for me. It's like 46. Price point, it's like 120 nowadays. Typically you see this around.
Dalmore ain't cheap.
Yeah, nothing from Dalmore is cheap.
But
Dalmore,
they got that price because they got that quality.
Yeah, Dalmore likes to think that they're better than everyone else. They're not, but they think that. They're good, but I feel like if they drop their prices just a little bit, I'd like them more.
I think them and Macallan are kind of on...
Snobby.
They're you could say snobby, but they both have a reputation of having good stuff. It's kind of...
I mean, like I've said in previous Dalmore reviews, the head blender has his nose insured for $2 million. Like, it's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's kind of cool though. Like, I feel like they did that just as a selling point for the whiskey. Like, I feel like it's not necessary to have nose insurance. Who else? Are there any other head blenders or distillers who have nose insurance? I've never heard of this.
I'm more wondering what insurance companies would establish a solid policy.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
It's like, what if he went smell blind?
Well, they call him Richard the Nose Patterson.
He's smell blind.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, only in Scotland.
It smells great.
It does. It really. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying Dalmore isn't good because it's great. Like, everything from them is totally awesome. I just think they're a little snobbish.
This smells wonderful.
Right?
Like exactly what I would want.
On the nose, just plums and prunes and...
Pretty much what you'd want an incredible sherry or a good port
really
finished
dark,
Scotch.
intense, dry fruit. Like, really just...
The only whiskey I can think of that smells like this is the Glendronach port. Like that's
this is a little different. I feel like the Glendronach is a little more of like a juicier thing going on. This is a bit drier.
No age statement on this one?
No age statement, so we don't know. Probably not natural color either. As far as I know, Dalmore adds colors to pretty much everything. Color, not colors. Pretty much everything they make. All right, so on the nose, yeah, a lot of dry, dark fruit.
Just all of your hopes
like
and dreams
ginger,
for
maybe,
sherry
or like
and,
there's like a
port
sharp,
finished.
herbaceous note.
A little bit.
Hint of ginger, I would say. Interesting.
All I can say is it smells exactly like good whiskey that's finished in port and sherry.
That's what it is. Oh my god, that's good actually. Oh, it's such a long finish. Like, I know there's no age statement on it, but it's like they're mixing some whiskey in here that must be reasonably old.
That's really good.
It starts with that classic orange note though. All Dalmore start off with orange peel, and then the other layers start to build on that.
I think I like this more than the cigar malt too, to be honest.
I think it's a little... I think part of it's the proof, even just a little bump up in proof, but
it's
also...
not quite as like complex and rounded.
It's more like
But it has
perfect.
more of that sweet sherry,
it's a little
sweet
thicker
port,
and fuller maybe.
sweetness.
Yeah.
And that is the genre that I go for. And
No, I've been
that's awesome.
really loving port finish stuff lately, and to me this is one of the best, if not the best.
Yeah,
this is definitely
that's
up there.
awesome.
Yeah, so their tasting notes are pretty interesting. Sweet red berries, Seville oranges, plummy fruits, and sticky toffee pudding.
Toffee pudding.
Roasted chestnuts and Java coffee, sultanas, sanguinello blood oranges, and macerated cherries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Macerated.
Macerated.
What'd you do to the cherries? We macerated them.
Just macerating them, no biggie.
And now a public service announcement from Whiskey Dixon.
Macerate. Soften or become softened by soaking in a liquid.
when it started with the sherry descriptions and the orange, I was definitely tracking. They went a little crazy with it. I'd probably have to
I don't
sip it
get
again
coffee.
and read it.
I don't really get coffee in this.
Certain things that I think I only taste if I read them and then think I...
Actually, I do get coffee.
You gotta read it and then you're like, okay, I guess.
No, yeah, there is like a coffee bean note. Like literally just smelling coffee beans. It's kind of what it tastes like, right in the middle. Dalmore Port Reserve is a special assemblage. That is a word they use so much. Assemblage.
I don't know what that means.
Assemblage, like literally like...
Oh, it's like a blend.
A symphony, yeah,
No one
a
got better
way
words than
cooler
you,
word for blend, exactly. An assemblage of whiskey matured in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels and finessed by aged tawny port pipes hand-selected from W&J Graham's vineyard in Portugal.
You know what's funny? Most port finished is actually sherry finished, or sherry aged, then port finished.
You're right. This is bourbon
I don't
and then
know.
port.
I don't know how many port finished ones I've seen that are port and not sherry first.
Yeah, it's
Because I
essentially
got so
pure
much of
port.
those- yeah.
I mean, it's bourbon, but like the bourbon casks don't impart a ton of flavor. I mean, it's kind of just the vanilla.
Yeah,
that's just what
I
you
smell
use to
coffee
age
now.
it. There's totally coffee. Yeah, they actually.
Dang. I would have never known unless you read it.
At first, I didn't really think about it, but yeah, it is there. There's a lot there. Like this is just this is like a meal. You know, like this is like a.
This is a little thicker, deeper.
I wouldn't mind a
heavier
cigar
than,
with
the
this.
Cigar malt. Yeah.
Yeah, this. I feel like this would be great with a cigar.
Yeah.
Maybe
to
even
be
better than the
honest.
cigar malt.
I need to try the 15-year again. I definitely like this more than the
15's good
12-year, and I'm thinking I like this more than cigar malt, even though cigar malt's a higher price point.
The port.
It's
There's
just
something
the
about
port, the sweetness, the
Something about
thickness
port
of the.
whiskeys.
It's wonderful.
Port's the new sherry.
I
I
like
feel
it.
like. Yeah.
It's good. If you haven't had this, get it.
Yeah, by all means. I mean, it's not. Again, it's not cheap because there's nothing cheap from Dalmore, but you're paying for quality, and yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, I would say save your money on the cigar malt maybe, and get one of these if you see it. To be honest,
Cigar malt's
Cigar
great.
malt's great. Yeah, don't get me
But-
wrong, it's great.
This is.
There's something more satisfying about this. This is a bit. It's a longer finish. It's a more.
I've been on a serious port kick.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
During the winter, I was drinking all sorts of Islas,
I'm loving port.
and then I was drinking all the sherry bombs, and then I slowly evolved into like port is like the creme de la creme of that sweet fruity whiskey.
To me,
glory.
Port is like the next step above sherry. Like it's an even more intense influence on the whiskey. Like port really like when something is port aged, you can tell. It is like, whoa.
You kind of got to seek it out too.
You do. You don't see a whole lot of port stuff. You're seeing more and more though. I feel
When
like
I was-
more and more.
When I was at Twam with
distilleries.
Eric, we were like, okay, what's port finished? And we were like marching up and down aisles, like, what is
Not a
finished
ton.
in port?
Yeah, it's not
Port. It's
Porch.
just porch. Made a
Porch
conversation mistake.
just sitting on the porch. I leave it on my porch for a few days.
I have like
and then-
4 or 5, but they're hard to come by. But
Yeah, no, you don't see a whole lot of port
this
stuff.
is wonderful.
I think you're gonna see more. I think you're gonna see a lot more port age stuff because, yeah, whiskey just behaves so well in a port pipe.
I don't know if there's much else to say, man. This is a win.
No, I don't
for
know.
saving it and
Other
letting me
fun
try
things
it
about
with you.
Dalmore. They have 8 stills that are all completely unique in size and shape, which
They
is
got
super
deer
unusual.
things on the top.
They have a deer on it, which actually there's a reason. It's the clan seal of King Alexander.
It's also the
Clan
only whiskey
Mackenzie.
that doesn't fit in my normal holder. I have 8 and 6 and 4 wine bottle holders. All my whiskeys go in them.
Yeah, it's an
These
unusual
boxes don't
shaped
fit. It's
bottle
more
and
of a
box.
rectangle. It's a problem, really, if you're used to transporting 4 to 6 wine or whiskey bottles at a time. But other than the transportation factor, I mean, Dalmore knows what they're doing.
Essence of raisins and prunes.
Dalmore and Macallan definitely are the Highland gems.
For like the sherry stuff, yeah, I'd say for like, or not even necessarily sherry, but for like this style.
just Highland gems.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion, but
they're also
I'm
both
also right.
they're both kind of elite and snobbish, but you know,
it's my opinion, but I'm right. So
yeah, they've kind of earned their.
that's why it's more. It's more money and better because it's better.
I guess so. I'll give you that. Well, I guess that about wraps it up.
That's all.
That's all, folks.
Can you do one of those little,
See ya.
like the little?
See you later.
Okay.
You can't say that.
Oh, you should bleep it out like
bleep
a
it out.
curse word.
Bleep it out. Cover. If you
I
like
wanted
this,
to see the circles and the.
you can't. Yeah. Don't stop saying what you're saying. Now, if you like this, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, smash that like button. Let us know what other Dalmore stuff you want to see us review. I mean, there's only so many we're going to do because eventually these are going to start getting crazy expensive. But right now we're doing our best.
YOLO.
Right? Yeah. And I'm Sugarbear. God damn it.
I'm Curt.
Spitting whiskey all over the place like a cobra.
You cued my talking a long time.
And yeah, we're Whiskey Dixon. Cheers, sláinte, keep on drinking.